A man gets into his car to take his kids to school, just another ordinary morning. But then, a hidden phone rings. A stranger on the line gives him a terrifying command. Moments later, his colleague receives the same call, and his car explodes right in front of him. Now trapped behind the wheel, with his son bleeding out and an unseen threat closing in, he races against time, trying to find a way out. Can he save his children before it's too late? The film begins with Song-gyu, a respected bank branch manager in Busan. It's a big day, he's heading to work to meet an important client. But first, he drives his two children to school, his daughter, Hye-in, and his younger son, Min-jun. As they're driving, Song-gyu finds a strange phone in the car's glove box. It starts ringing. The caller ID is hidden. Curious, he answers but hangs up quickly, thinking it's a prank. But when he looks at the phone's wallpaper, he freezes. It's a photo of his own family. Something feels off. The phone rings again. This time, the voice on the other end tells him there's a bomb under his seat. If he gets out of the car, it will explode. At first, Song-gyu thinks it's a joke. He pulls into a gas station, planning to check. But the caller warns him not to move and tells him exactly where to touch. His fingers feel a device under the seat. It's real. There's a bomb. Trying to hide his fear from his children, Song-gyu pretends everything is fine. But inside, he's panicking. The caller demands a ransom, 1.7 million won. As they pass by Min-jun's school, Song-gyu won't let him out. Some of Min-jun's classmates see him and try to say hi. But Song-gyu yells at them to stay away. He doesn't want anyone else in danger. He tells both kids the truth, there's a bomb. But assures them that he will sort it out. The caller warns him again, no police, no getting out of the car. Suddenly, Song-gyu gets a call from his colleague, Jong-ho. He says he is unable to attend the client meeting and then he drops a bombshell. He got a call too, about a bomb under his car seat. Shocked, Song-gyu rushes to find him. When he spots Jong-ho's car, Jong-ho's wife is in the middle of an argument with him. She doesn't believe the bomb is real and insists on going to work. Jong-ho tells Song-gyu the mysterious caller knew personal details about him. Song-gyu begs her to stay calm and get back in the car. But she doesn't listen. As Song-gyu reverses the car, to make way for the incoming traffic, Jong-ho's car explodes. Both he and his wife die instantly. It's no longer a threat, it's real. Inside Song-gyu's car, panic rises. Min-jun's leg starts bleeding badly. Hye-in freaks out. Song-gyu, overwhelmed but determined, keeps driving. He tells Hye-in to press his tie against her brother's wound to stop the bleeding. But the mysterious voice calls again. He says Song-gyu must deliver the ransom at the bank, immediately. He won't let them reach the hospital. Song-gyu pleads with him to let them save his son, but the caller is heartless. All he wants is money. Song-gyu pulls over, looks at his son's injury, and feels helpless. Then the caller raises the price, 3.4 million won now. Since Jong-ho is dead, Song-gyu must pay both their shares. With no other option, Song-gyu calls his assistant and lies. He says they closed a huge deal but need extra investment quickly. He tells him to contact their VIP clients, promising a fake return of 10%, and asks for immediate transfers. All the money goes into the caller's account. But even after all that, they're still short by 1 million won. Then, Song-gyu calls one of their wealthiest clients. She says she recently sold a piece of land and has 1 million to invest. It sounds like hope, but there's a catch. She wants to meet him in person before handing over the money. And time is running out. Meanwhile, back at the site of Jong-ho's car explosion, the police arrive and begin their investigation. As they check the CCTV footage, something catches their attention. Just moments before the blast, Song-gyu had reversed his car, as if he knew it was going to happen. That one action makes him look suspicious. Witnesses also report seeing the two men arguing earlier, leading the police to believe this might be personal. With growing doubts, the police issue an APB for his vehicle. Back inside the car, the nightmare continues. The caller now demands another 1 million won, this time in cash. But Song-gyu can't leave the car himself, so he's forced to call his wife. He calls her in a panic, briefly explains the situation, and begs her to go to the bank immediately. He warns her not to tell anyone. Song-gyu drives toward the bank and watches from a distance. He instructs her to drop the money in front of a convenience store nearby. But things take a turn. His wife refuses to just leave the money, she wants to catch the man responsible. She grabs someone she suspects is the mysterious caller, but she's wrong. The real man is still watching, and furious. Suddenly, there's another explosion, not the car this time, but the convenience store itself. Song-gyu and the kids scream, thinking their mother is dead. But to their relief, she escapes just in time. Still, the damage is done, the money didn't reach the caller, and now, he refuses to let Min-jun go to the hospital. As if things couldn't get worse, Song-gyu gets a call from his assistant. The VIP client is having second thoughts and wants to wait until tomorrow to decide. Inside the car, Min-jun tells his dad that his leg doesn't hurt anymore. But it's not good news, it's numb. That means the damage is serious. He could lose his leg. Hyun starts crying, and Song-gyu, desperate and broken, pleads with the caller. He begs him to take him instead and let his children go. Just then, flashing lights appear in the rearview mirror. Police have caught up to them and surround the car. But Song-gyu can't stop now. He slams on the accelerator and speeds away. A high-speed chase begins. Police cars are everywhere. Song-gyu swerves through traffic, barely avoiding crashes, fighting to save his kids. He heads straight for the hospital, but the road is blocked. Police have set up a barrier. He keeps going until he's forced to a stop near a beach, boxed in by squad cars. There's no way out. The police shout at him to get out with his hands up. But Song-gyu shouts back that there's a bomb in the car. The caller, listening in, orders him to warn the cops. If they don't back off, he'll blow up the car. Tension rises fast. SWAT teams move in. Snipers take position. The area is cordoned off. The police, still thinking Song-gyu is the one behind it all, prepare to shoot the moment the children are out safely. The clock is ticking. Soon, the bomb squad team arrives. One of them, a calm and composed woman named Yang-hee, approaches the car. She tries to reason with Song-gyu. "Let your son go," she pleads, "we'll treat his leg right away." But Song-gyu tells her he can't. Min-jun cannot leave the car. He shows her the phone and lets her hear the voice of the mysterious caller. Realizing the family is being controlled in real time, Yang-hee understands this is no ordinary bomb case. She hands him water, a walkie-talkie, and assures him she'll return soon. Yang-hee attempts to secretly listen in through the walkie-talkie. But the caller is always watching. He sends a chilling message to Song-gyu, "Throw the walkie-talkie away." In that moment, Song-gyu realizes the man isn't far. He's nearby. Maybe even in the crowd watching them. Song-gyu scans the people around them, but too many are on their phones. It's impossible to tell who the culprit is. Suddenly, the phone call drops. The police have cut the signal. With no way to communicate with the caller, Song-gyu finally tells Yang-hee everything. She listens carefully and believes him, but only if he agrees to follow her exact instructions. The police bring in sniffer dogs to check the car. They confirm that only the front seats are wired with explosives. The back seats are safe. That means the kids can escape. Min-jun is the first to go. Carefully, he's pulled out and rushed to the hospital. But when it's Hyun's turn, she refuses. Tears in her eyes, she says she won't leave her father alone. She looks up and sees the snipers watching from the rooftops. Then, in a sudden act of emotion, she moves into the front seat, where the bomb is. Now, she's stuck. The police can't pull her out safely anymore. "I don't want them to shoot you," she cries, "I can't leave you like this." Song-gyu hugs her tightly. "I'm sorry," he whispers, "for always being too busy, for not being there." Hyun tries to smile through her tears. "Let's watch a movie together this weekend." He nods slowly, holding back tears. Meanwhile, the police report that a man claiming to be Song-gyu's brother is at the scene, asking to speak with him. They allow him through. But when Song-gyu sees him, his heart sinks. He doesn't recognize this man at all. It's not his brother. It's the caller, Jin-woo. Jin-woo walks up, calm and menacing. "You don't remember me, do you?" he says coldly. "You're a murderer." Yang-hee watches the interaction closely. Something feels off. She quietly steps aside and calls Song-gyu's wife to verify the truth. Suddenly, Jin-woo deactivates the bomb under Hyun's seat. But instead of letting her go, he grabs her and drags her out of the car. As he does, another bomb is revealed, hidden above the glove box. He sets a new timer, 18 minutes. He gives Song-gyu one final chance, "Bring me the money. If you don't come on time, your daughter dies." He forces Hyun away and threatens her with her father's life if she tries anything. Song-gyu prepares to chase after them, but the snipers open fire. He speeds off, barely avoiding the shots. Thankfully, he's unharmed. A moment later, Yang-hee gets confirmation, the real Song-gyu's brother is in Nepal. The man who took Hyun is the bomber. Desperate, Song-gyu calls his vice president, begging for $1,000,000. But the VP is cold. They've discovered Song-gyu's earlier lie. He's already embezzled $2.6 million in fake investments. "You're no longer with us," he says, and hangs up. Song-gyu is left alone and racing against time. With no other choice, Song-gyu calls his wife again. His voice shakes as he apologizes for everything and begs for her help. "Hyun's been kidnapped," he says. "I need one last favor, please help me transfer another $1,000,000. At the same time, Yang-hee catches up to him, shouting for him to stop the car. But before he can respond, the mysterious caller rings again. Come to Jangho Chemical. Before time runs out. Song-gyu has no time to waste. He floors the gas, breaks away from the police, and speeds up the ramp toward the final destination. As he drives, a flashback reveals the ugly truth. Years ago, the bank Song-gyu worked at scammed dozens of employees at Jangho Chemical with a fake investment plan. He knew it was wrong but went ahead with it. Later both he and Jong-ho got promoted because of the profits they raked in. One day, a woman ran up to him crying, begging for her money back. It was her life savings. But Song-gyu coldly drove away, ignoring her completely. Back in the present, we learn that the woman was Jin-woo's wife. After losing everything to the scam, she fell into despair and eventually took her own life, along with their unborn child. Jin-woo had tried to seek justice through the legal system, but no one listened. So he took matters into his own hands. The ransom money? It was meant to fund a lawsuit to help the other victims. Song-gyu finally reaches Jangho Chemical and sees Hai-in trapped inside a car. Jin-woo calls him again, his voice heavy with pain. We tried doing it the right way, he says. But justice never came. Song-gyu pleads, my daughter didn't do anything. Let her go. But Jin-woo reveals the full weight of his loss. My wife, my child, they died because of you. Shaken, Song-gyu turns to Hai-in and confesses everything. I did something terrible, he says. I knew it was wrong, but I did it anyway. Tears fill his eyes as he finally understands the cost of his greed. I want to make it right, he says. Just then, Jin-woo appears and enters the car. Song-gyu begs, don't do this. Stay alive for me to pay for my crimes. But Jin-woo is done with the world. He refuses. With less than a minute on the timer, Song-gyu looks at his daughter one last time, eyes full of love and regret, and makes a decision. He slams his foot on the accelerator and drives straight into the sea. The car sinks into the water. Underwater, Song-gyu desperately tries to unbuckle Jin-woo, but it's too late, he's already unconscious. Song-gyu barely escapes. Moments later, Yang-hee arrives and sees the explosion. The rescue team pulls him out, and after a tense moment, they revive him with CPR. He's alive. Hai-in runs into his arms, sobbing. In the aftermath, Song-gyu finally does what he should have done long ago, he turns himself in. He confesses everything, not just about the day's events, but about the bank scam. When the bank calls him, urging him to stay silent, he refuses. For once, he chooses the truth. His family is safe. His soul is no longer hiding. And maybe, justice can begin.